everyone. I welcome you all to the new series about the concepts of world history, and I'm happy so that I can give you some information, or I can help you increase your knowledge and also of mine by sharing the concepts of world history in the Mahabharata initiative, which has been started by Shiva. So in today's first lecture will start from the beginning of time, and also this has been explained by Shiva in a quite you can say explanatory way. But in today's lecture, to have a connection with the coming lectures, I would like to give a small brief information about the origin of human species. Will not go into details because it has been done by Shiva, but to have a connection you need to start with the starting point. So around 56 lakh years ago, what we call today as human, this human came into existence about 56 lakh years ago. There was a gradual transformation about their structure, about characteristic, about their features, and slowly and gradually they evolved differently with respect to time. Also in this time period, many of the species became extinct and some are present. Around 1,60,000 years ago, today's human, what we talk of today's human, it came into existence. Till 8,000 years ago, the humans, the early humans, they sustained on meat eating, animal hunting, trees, roots, etc. Slowly and gradually they transformed from hunter-gatherers to the maker of stone tools. They developed a habit of talking to each other, sharing information. So these are the things that with the passage of time there was a gradual development in the origin or in the human species. The information we get about these things, or the source of information of these activities or the things, are the fossil, the tools, the cave paintings, etc. But when the research about the human started, not many of the people, around 200 years ago, not many of the people, they believed in these things, that there is a gradual development in human beings or something else. Because they believed that each and everything has been created by God on a single time, on a single day itself. But a very important event which occurred in 1859 was the origin of species theory of Darwin, which established the fact that today's humans are not the same as they were millions of years ago. With the passage of time, there has been some changes. There has been the changes in characteristics, features, their way of thinking, their way of living, their way of sustenance, and everything. Now there has been a debate, or we can say there is a debate about how the human species came into existence. So in this thing, we need to understand that there are two theories which are related to this, which we can say that the first one is the continuity model and the second one is the replacement model. The believers of the continuity model say that the human species originated differently in different parts of the world. But the believers of the replacement model, they say that each and every human species originated at a single place, and that is Africa. So also there is a debate about how the early humans, they transformed themselves from the hunter-gatherers to living on trees, to coming in caves and then coming to open settlements. So there was a different time period for all these activities. Like you can say that the hunting activities, the evidence of hunting activities can be found around about 50 lakh years ago. there are different places related to each of these activities. One of the facts is you can say, the Box Grove. Box Grove and Shoninzen are two places in southern England which throw light about the hunting evidences of the early humans. Also, the use of tools by the early humans is a thing that people discuss, that when these things came to existence. The evidence of these can be found from Kilombe and different places of Africa. Kilombe is a place in Kenya from where we find a number of tools, stone tools, which were used by the early humans. About 4 lakh years ago, to 1,25,000 years ago approximately, there are evidences of the early humans coming to caves. Like there is a place in France, Lazaret, from where we have the evidence of earth, fruits, birds' eggs, seeds, etc. And we also have the evidence of use of fire. And also there is a debate about the use of fire, that was it an organized activity or it was a sudden activity. So there are many debatable issues which are related to the human concepts of human origin and their activities. The other issue which we discuss is the fact about the use of you can say stone tools. The use of stone tools can be found in Ethiopia, Kenya, etc. And one thing which I would like to add here was that there was a gradual development of the human species from primates to hominoids, and from hominoids to hominids. And the hominids, these are characterized, or these are categorized in two parts. The hominids have been categorized into Homo and Australopithecus. Homo and Australopithecus. The Australopithecus is the human species which is said to have used the stone tools for the first time. So also we have evidences about the use of bows and arrows about 35,000 years ago. About 21,000 years ago we have the evidences of stitching of clothes, etc. And one more issue which is debatable and which is related, which is very important, is the use of language. Use of language by the early humans. Some say that it is a gradual development with starting from about 20 lakh years ago. Some say that the use of vowels came to existence at around 20,000 years ago. Not 20,000, yes, about 20,000 years ago. And also, some say we need to focus on the concept. Some say that it has been started with the use of arts. It was combined, the use of language was combined with the development of arts at around 40,000 to 35,000 years ago. So there is a lot of issues which are also not clear today about the development of human, about the origin of human, or the gradual changes which have been occurred in the characteristic features of the humans from the past. So we need to have a scientific evidence. We need to analyze each and everything on the scientific touchstone, so that we are not we don't deviate from our path. We don't deviate from our main focus, and also we will be able to put forward the facts which are true. This is the basic need of history to put forward the main true facts to the people. So in the latter lectures we will discuss about the different civilizations of the world and major concepts of and major issues, major events of the world history. But to give a quick recap and to give a start to our lecture, this was the brief introduction about the origin of species, of the human species majorly, and the development with the gradual passage of time. So we will try and explain the other facts in the coming lectures. With this I will end this lecture and hope that I will put all my efforts, and also you will try to give your effort by encouraging us to keep the coming lectures more explanatory, more detailed, and we will enjoy from both perspectives. Like you will also enjoy and I will also enjoy this series.